My dear people of God, we are on the second ordinary Sunday of the cycle C. The first and the gospel reading present before us some wedding images, whereas the second reading taken from the letter of Saint Paul to the Corinthians speak about the various charismatic gifts of the Holy Spirit given to every baptized person. St. Paul says these gifts are given for the common good. I shall come to the first reading as we reflect on the gospel passage that presents the first public miracle of Jesus according to the Gospel of St. John. The Gospel of St. John is the fourth Gospel, and it is somewhat different from the other three Gospels. The first three Gospels of Matthew, Mark and Luke are called as synoptic Gospels, seen through the same lens. More or less they have the similar chronology and also events. But the Gospel of John has different kinds of stories, very unique. Take for example, the meeting of Jesus with the Samaritan woman at the well, or the raising of Lazarus from death, and so on. And today's miracle, that is Jesus turning water into wine, is yet another one very unique to the Gospel of St. John. The actions of Jesus or the miracles of Jesus in this Gospel are called as signs. There are altogether 7 signs that prove that Jesus is the Son of God. And they invite us to believe in the Son of God so that we may have life. Let's now focus our attention on the wedding feast. It was a very normal, grand, happy moment. Everyone rejoices at the wedding feast. The presence of Jesus and Mary is very prominent. But in the midst of all this happiness and celebration, there was a problem. The wine got over. And Mother Mary immediately sensed this problem and addressed it. She came forward and requested her son Jesus to do something to save the situation that would lead into embarrassment the couple that was getting married. Jesus' reply at the first sight may surprise us. It looks like as if Jesus did not care, even did not care for his mother. Jesus calls his mother a woman. Woman, what concerns you and me? My hour has not yet come. The hour refers to the glorious manifestation of the divinity of Jesus. Maybe Jesus did not call his mother as his mother and called instead woman, because maybe Jesus has some bigger role for Mother Mary. Even at the foot of the cross, Jesus did not call his mother as Mary. He called woman because Jesus has a plan for her to be the mother of all those who believe in her Son. The reference of Jesus to Mary as woman is respectful and even a solemn address. It shows a deeper meaning, connecting it to the first woman, Eve. The first woman, Eve, led the first man, Adam, to do an evil act. But the new woman, Mary, led the new Adam, Jesus, to do his first glorious act. It is only at the request of Mother Mary that Jesus performed his first sign among the 7 signs and manifested his divinity. We see that the confident faith of Mother Mary is rewarded with a miracle. A miracle is not the starting point of faith, but the product of our believing, product of our faith. My dear people of God, let's now focus our attention on the miracle itself. Jesus turning water into wine. It is said that there were 6 stone water jars kept for the Jewish rite of purification, that is, to wash oneself before entering the wedding hall. Why not 7 jars but only 6? The number 7 for the Jews symbolized perfection. 6 is one short. It points to imperfection. It means there is something lacking. There is something imperfect, and it is in need of the divine intervention to make it full or to make it perfect. Jesus asks the servants to fill the same old water jars with, now so to say, drinking water. And that water Jesus is going to change into wine, the best wine. It is not just water that Jesus changes, but the jars themselves. The worth of the jars increases because now it contains the best wine. It shows that Jesus can transform and bring out the best from us or make us something great. And it can happen only if we allow Jesus to enter into our lives. And that's what the first reading speaks about, taken from Isaiah chapter 62 verses 1 to 5. It says that God will call you by a new name, the name that the mouth of the Lord will give. Means something new I'm going to do unto you. Your value, your worth will be raised. You shall be married. And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall your Lord delight over you. You are going to be my bride. Yes, my dear people of God, we are the bride. The church of Christ is the bride of Christ. The church may not be perfect. Maybe it has lost its beauty. But the divine touch, the grace of the Son of God can make it perfect or can enhance her beauty. And that will happen only when we allow Jesus to enter into our lives. May God bless each one of you.